G'day folks, it's early and it's dark and I've made my way down to the Ovens River here in the middle of Wangaratta to do a little bit of early morning bait fishing. Hey you! You're watching Robbie Fishing. Right, now I'll turn my light off but it will go very dark. Current time is around about 6:30 AM. We're just starting to get a little bit of light over the trees. I don't even think the GoPro's picking that up. But anyway, I've put one line in. I've got it in a secure rod holder with a loose drag so that if a fish grabs it, I'll hear the drag squeal. And as soon as I've got enough light, I'll put my second line in. I'm just bait fishing. I'm hoping to catch a yellow belly today, but I don't care what I catch, or if I catch. It's just great to be down, sitting on the bank of the river. Right, it's been 15 minutes since I put my line. I haven't heard my drag squeal. I can see ducks on the water over here. We're getting a little bit of light in the sky. I reckon about another 10 or 15 minutes and I'll put my second rod in, and I'm going to be fishing with a float. The water's really nice and calm in this backwater, so I'll put a float on. I'm going to use the same setups that I use when I'm silver perch fishing. One rod with a paternoster rig and one with a float. It's a really big bite. These ducks, they're just really friendly. They walk up to you when you're sitting in your chair and they sit on the bank here. But then as soon as I get a bite, I go charging out of the chair. Ducks go bloody flying everywhere. There he goes. Got him. Fish on. It's only a small fish, but it's fish on, and it is it's a tiny trout cod. Oh God, that's muddy. There we go, folks. First fish of the day, a tiny weeny little trout cod. I'm going to get the hook out. Absolutely beautiful. Wouldn't be probably 17 or maybe 19 or 20 centimetres. See you later, buddy. On the board. But even throw that same worm back out, I think, just for a little while. Now, Jan Juck worms, they're tough as nails. It takes ages for the shrimp to get them off the hook. And that trout cod never even got it off the hook. There's another really big bite on the same bloody worm. That just caught the trout cod on here, guys. Just playing with it. Something's playing with it. Got him. Oh, no, got him. He's very small. Very small. It's a perch of some kind. I can tell us by the shape of it. It is. It's a little Macquarie perch. Would you look at that? There you go, folks. That is a Macquarie perch, an endangered species on its way back from near extinction. Absolutely beautiful little native fish, caught on the exact same worm as the trout cod. Isn't that amazing? In the space of 2 minutes, I've caught a Macquarie perch and a trout cod. Isn't that just incredible? "30 years ago, when I sat on this same bank as a teenager and caught carp and redfin, never in my wildest dreams would I have envisioned a day would come where I could sit here and catch trout cod and Macquarie perch with ease, and then silver perch at the nearby Marrowa Park. The way the fishing has bounced back from what it was in the 1980s is just absolutely incredible. One mackerel and one trout cod, unbelievable. My great uncles who caught these fish in this same river here back in the 1920s and 1930s, they would be so proud to see the way the river has bounced back, even though they're probably part of the reason that it ended up the way it did anyway, by keeping so many fish back in the day before they knew any better. Well, I put my line in the Macquarie perch hole, and the Macquarie perch said, "God bless my soul, I like it. I like it. I like it. I'll take it." You liked that one, did you? Oh, it's back in town. Got him. Another tiny weeny little fish. This is even smaller than the last two. What have I got this time? I think it's an even smaller perch, is it? That's an even smaller trout cod. These trout cod have not been stocked into this river for, I think it's about 15 or 16 years. They are just naturally recruiting, and that's just absolutely amazing. It's so tiny. It is a tiny trout cod. It's literally about 10 or 12 centimetres long. Oh, hang on, buddy. See you later, mate. Wow. Oh yeah, yeah, the fish aren't getting bigger. Oh yeah, the fish aren't getting bigger. The sun's just starting to hit the tops of the tallest trees over there. While it's gone quiet, I'd just like to take the time to thank everybody for their wonderfully kind words. When I mentioned recently on my community tab on YouTube that I'd had a death in the family, the words of support were just absolutely fantastic, and they all meant very much to me and my family, and I thank you all very, very much. At the time, I didn't want to say who it was that had passed away until everybody had been notified, but it was my father-in-law. It was Loretta's father. He's been sick for quite a long time. I've mentioned a few times in videos that I've got sick family members. Well, he was the sickest of them all, and he's passed away now. So thank you all very, very much for your wonderful and warm words. They're just very, very welcome and appreciated by me, Loretta, and the girls. Right now, we're in that period between his passing and the funeral. We're in the middle of organising a funeral. I'm very, very sort of busy. I can't wander too far from home, so I'm sneaking down the river or Mariana Park early in the morning, getting my my natural remedy in, my natural medication, which is sitting by the water early in the morning. This makes me feel good. Coming down, wetting a line for a few hours while everyone's still in bed, and then going home and being with my family during the day. So you might see a succession of just local videos like this one and Mariana Park videos for a little while, just until everything settles down and we can get on with grieving and I can start moving away and going off on longer adventures. So bear with me, there are going to be quite a few local videos coming up. But once again, folks, I just thank you all very, very much for your wonderful words. They just meant the world to my family and myself. Well, folks, it's 8:10. I caught 2 little trout cod and a Macquarie perch all before 7 AM, and I have not had a single touch for about an hour and 20 minutes. I'm thinking I might pack up and head over to Mariana Park and see if I can finish my morning with a silver perch. Alright, folks, well, here I am. I've made it down to Mariana Park. Let's see if I can finish off my morning with a couple of silver perch. I'm very proud of myself. In between leaving the river and getting here, only about 15 minutes ago, I went past McDonald's. And all I got myself was a large Diet Coke. I could smell the burgers, it smelt so good. But I said, just a Diet Coke, thanks. I've promised my dietitian that I won't have any junk food from Macca's, KFC or Hungry Jack's for the whole month. I promised him last month too, but I cocked up a couple of times. So this month I've got to do a bit better. Don't you dare be another turtle. That's very turtley. No, it's a fish. Oh, it's a carp, I think. Whoa! Well, it's coming towards me, whatever it is. Big old carpio. Gee, this has gone nuts. Jeez, this must be big. Trying to get a visual here. Massive carp. Got to keep my eye on this other rod too. Get around the tree. I better check to make sure I'm actually filming. Yeah, she's a goer. Right, now I'll go around this tree too. I bring it up here where it's shallow to land it. Just gotta hope that something like this doesn't come and grab that other rod. I was having a blast this morning, catching nothing but native fish. Now this big piscatorial wildebeest has come along and interrupted my native fishing session. Have a look at that. I must get in the habit of bringing a net down here with me. I must get a new net to bring down here with me. Right. The amount of fishing I've done here, it's wonder I haven't caught so many carp before. It's only the last couple of days I've just been starting to get a few. Must be more in here than I thought there was. Oh mate, you tiring out yet? What you want to do is get them up to the side and get them laying on their side when you haven't got a landing net. When they're really tired, they'll lay on their side like that. Then you can stick your fingers under their gills and lift them out. But you want to wait till they're tired. He's starting to look a bit tired. Can I move in for the kill? Not yet. Gee, that's a big fat carp. Now the rod's still there. Alright. Let's see if it's time to move in for the kill. There we go, folks. That's how it's done. Have a look at the size of this carp. It's sort of hard to hold him up for the camera while I've got my fingers under his gills. I'll take him down here, put him out of his misery, and dispose of him. Here we go, here we go. Come on, can I catch a silver? Surely I've got to catch one. Got him. Ha! And it is a silver. There's me fan. I might get a photo of this one. My other rod is getting nibbles too. See you later, mate. Off he goes. Beauty! If you're still watching, then I thank you so. But for now, I must pack up and go. But thank you for stopping whatever it was you were doing, and thank you very, very much just for viewing. I won't accept offers, I won't accept a bribe, but if you've liked this video, then why not subscribe?